In 1985, Punj Lloyd Limited successfully laid its first pipeline, 160 kilometers between Pune and Mumbai. At that time, it was acknowledged as the most challenging ever in the country. In the 17 years since, we have diversified from engineering to civil construction to telecom. Pipelines, though, remain our core competence. Propelled by will and determined effort, Punj Lloyd Limited is today Asia's leading infrastructure builder with a strong international presence and committed to safety, quality, environment and speed. Punj Lloyd has laid pipelines in the most demanding and challenging terrain through rainforests, deserts, marshes, hills and rocky gradients with an enviable track record of completing projects ahead of schedule. The Mangalore-Bangalore pipeline across the steep succession of hills that make up the Western Ghats presented us with several challenges in the abrupt elevations, slopes of up to 70 degrees, steep depressions between ridges, restricted right-of-way and the dense forests inhabited by wildlife. Innovation was our mantra. Environmental requirements reduced our right-of-way to 10 meters in the forests, so we had to weld pipe joints in trenches, a task made especially difficult because of the steep depressions between ridges. In a 1-kilometer section, the pipeline was laid with as many as 60 bends. For the very hard rocky soil, we used specialized excavators and controlled blasting techniques. It is our policy to give back to nature what we take from it, a commitment underlined by the fact that Punj Lloyd is the only engineering construction company in India to have been awarded ISO 14001. The Mumbai-Manmad pipeline also passed through the Western Ghats. 47 kilometers of this pipeline was laid in highly congested urban Mumbai and almost half of it through swamps. The pipeline crossed the 670-meter Ulhas River, having a rocky bed. It was negotiated by a 250 metric ton drilling rig, the only one of its kind in India. Punj Lloyd completed the Mumbai-Manmad pipeline project in a resolute timescale of 12 months. The stretch of the Jamnagar-Loni pipeline was completed 8 months ahead of schedule, despite many challenges like laying pipeline in the same corridor of a lifeline only 7 meters away, by employing controlled blasting and chiseling of the rocky terrain. Temperatures of up to 50 degrees Celsius was normal. In this arid region, we transported water to hydrotest the entire 437 kilometer of pipeline. We complete our projects within the stipulated time frame true to our mission statement that unmatched speed is the essence of our enterprise. The contrast in terrain between Jamnagar, Loni and Tunu fields of Kalimantan in Indonesia could not have been more dramatic. Here pipelines were laid in marsh and swamps infested with crocodiles. Swamp excavators, flexi floats and barge cranes were used to ensure safe and speedy execution of work for EPSC 4 and 5 for Total Indonesia. As a testimony of our efficiency, we were awarded a repeat order for Total's Tunu Phase 7 and now are working on our third project for Total Indonesia in Phase 8. At the South Basin Hazira trunkline project for Hyundai, we worked in tidal flats with pipes weighing up to 30 tons each. Punj Lloyd mobilized 20 side booms for the lowering of pipes. 3 kilometers were lowered in one day, almost 7,000 tons in a day. The pipeline also crossed the Mindola River with high currents of 6 to 7 knots. We encountered tidal variations of up to 9 meters. Precise planning and execution helped to maintain the pace of work, and we completed this project too, ahead of schedule. Our performance gave confidence to Hyundai, who have been partnering with us on several projects since. We laid the pipeline in Indonesia 2 months ahead of schedule. Punj Lloyd laid a 128-kilometer multi-product pipeline through rainforests and highly undulated terrain for Petronas Shell joint venture in Malaysia. Another complex project was in the deserts of Abu Dhabi, under differently demanding conditions of extreme temperatures, salty marsh areas, wellheads and manifold development with complex material of flow lines and transfer line, crossing highways, channel, city and camel tracks. Every project is a demonstration of our ability to train, absorb techniques and source technology with emphasis on training and the care of equipment. All equipment performance and maintenance is routinely monitored. This includes on-site machinery and testing equipment in the laboratory. We have the capacity to mobilize additional equipment at short notice. A culture of empowerment, being customer-centric, focused on quality, delivering at unmatched speeds, are values that make us leaders.